Guys, what's going on? Sorry for being a little late, man. Had to take care of some business. Here we are, guys. Here we are. Someone said it's 90 degrees in New York. Man, screw that. Well, actually, you know what? I like the heat. So, Taff, man, how you been, buddy? Look at that. Yeah, guys, these chicks will always choose the streets, right? Ray's eye, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you as usual. 1 second, guys. Okay. Good to see you, man. Ooh. Good to see you. Steve is here. Snowboard's here. I'll drop the link now, guys. We'll make this a short one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, guys. Equilibrium's here. Remixer's here. Brent's here. What's going on? Good to see you guys, man. Now, hopefully, StreamYard cooperates today, right? Let's do this, though. Look at this, guys. All right, here we go. So, guys, some people actually think that like dating and marriage in 2025 is a good idea. Guys, come on.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run on muck.
Clown world. You know what I'm saying? Guys, come on. Why would any guy do this in 2025? Why? Calling the snowboard show up just to yep. What's up, guys?
I'm actually hot out where I'm looking at.
Man. How are you two guys doing?
Good, man. There's a Reddit thread that there's a Reddit video, guys. It's the people where they read the Reddit threads. I'm going to react to it with you guys. And it's guys who die at work. It's guys talking about the craziest accidents they've seen at work, right? And it's so funny. Once again, guys, these 304s who say the blue collar man ain't shit and da da da. If they could only hear what men go through, and this is in the West where we actually have OSHA and actual workplace safety requirements. Imagine Indonesia and Cambodia and like the Middle East, how many guys perish on work sites and no one even cares. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here, guys. Let's bring some news first. And guys, once again, the news intro is loud. I was going to change it because I don't care. Here we go.
But we begin tonight with a Taylor woman potentially spending 15 years behind bars for killing a Dearborn mother in a car crash. Welcome to 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford. It happened last summer. The victim, Ghada Mustafa, was a wife, mother, physician, and beloved member of the Dearborn community. 7 News Detroit reporter Randy Wembley was in court today for the sentencing and is raising the voices of the victim's family and friend who tells him they are finally getting a measure of closure.
You may not be ready to hear from me or accept my apology.
I don't understand. Guys, they really need to update your vehicular homicide laws. There's no reason why you could annihilate a person or like a whole family in a drunk driving thing and only get like 15 years. It's ridiculous.
Well, being a woman and a first-time offender does kind of help.
Facts. That's true.
Still, I wanted to say from the deepest place in my heart, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yeah, right.
Felicia Lazo offered a tearful apology just moments before being sentenced to 6 to 15 years in prison. The 26-year-old took a
6 to 15
Whoa,
years.
that's garbage.
Crazy. Isn't that nuts, guys?
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey, bye, Felicia, but she'll be back in like 7. She'll be behind the wheel in 7 years, probably driving a Mack truck or something.
plea deal in her killing of 33-year-old Ghana Mustafa in a devastating car crash in July of last year. She was convicted of second-degree murder, a second count of reckless driving causing.
You guys remember the video of the news report that we watched probably like 7 or 8 months ago? The chick where she went off the road running from the cops and went airborne and landed in that used car lot. Remember that, guys? Remember that?
Yeah.
She smashed in all those cars. You know what I'm saying, guys? She had just got out of jail for vehicular homicide. Just got out of jail. Let her out and did it again. King Raymond, what's up, dude? Tim Hicks, what's up, man? Jessica, what's up, man? Good to see you over in Switzerland, buddy. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, man.
Death dismissed. Gada's family discouraged.
Again, she's not with us here today because of the actions of the defendant. And so for the defendant only to be serving 6 to 15 years, we're profoundly disappointed. The defendant's actions were reckless. The defendant really disregarded those who were around her when she was driving in a reckless way that day. That tragic.
But she wasn't even drunk. She was just driving like an asshole. Damn.
Well, she's not paying attention at all. Typical women. I'm so sick of women. They never have any spatial awareness or situational awareness at
Not
all.
at all.
Ever.
Not at all.
And it pisses
And
me
then-
off. You can't
and
walk
then-
through a grocery store, some idiot like bumping right into you. It's like, how do you not see anything in front of you?
Or they'll be like, oh, look, this is a shortcut. It's like, that's a dark alley at 3 o'clock in the morning in DC or like in Detroit. I'm not walking down the dark alley. La, 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 doo-da, and then expect nothing bad to ever happen to them.
Yeah.
And this is why a lot of these UFOs get jacked up traveling or overseas. You wouldn't walk down a dark alley in DC at 3 o'clock in the morning, but you'll do it in Kabul or in friggin' Hong Kong or in friggin' Jakarta, Indonesia. What do you think is going to happen to you? You know? So.
And because of the defendant's actions, we don't have our beloved Gada Mustafa anymore.
The speed limit here is 35 miles an hour, but Felicia Lazo.
Guys, how fast do you think she was going?
I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna get 60.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 67.
Yeah, I think about 75.
Was going about 115 miles an hour.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Oh my God!
Whoa!
Double what I thought.
115 miles per hour.
Jesus!
Look at that, guys. Look at that.
You stupid woman.
Clown world. guys, I'm telling you, Saudi Arabia, man, I think they were onto something when they didn't let these UFOs drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You're right.
Look at that.
The woman
Yeah,
that
Davis
she killed
is-
seemed like a kind of a nice conservative, Islam woman, but sometimes those people are upstanding members of the community. They want
But
to.
here's the thing.
Not that bad.
Unlike what the wokey woke think, a lot of Muslims are very conservative.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not
She
about the
reminded me
feminism
of.
thing or the LDHD TV thing or all of that. If you actually look at the conservative position and an actual like practicing Muslim position on social issues, they agree. Even on economics, we agree. That's why a lot of my Muslim friends I know are from work. And they're men and women whose parents have said, you aren't going to go to friggin' wokey woke college and major in underwater lesbian studies. You got to go to school, be a lawyer, or be a friggin' blue collar person or whatever. The only issue is There's religious differences, and then the ones who come here first generation from these areas and don't want to assimilate. You know what I'm saying? But ones that are second, third generation tend to be a little bit better. So
yeah, she looked like she was assimilated just fine.
Yeah,
from the picture, you know, you can't tell that much.
David said it, guys. I would rather have Muslim neighbors than woke, blue-haired, knuckleheaded neighbors. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Sorry, this is the way that I am.
Exactly.
When she ran the red light at Michigan in Nowlin, T-boning Gada's pickup truck. Gada was pronounced dead at the scene. Her husband now a widower. Their children motherless.
She has 3 children that are under the age of 5 that have to face a world without their mom. And I don't think you can put time on that.
Gada was a physician and beloved member of the Dearborn community, known for her intellect, sage-like advice, and compassion.
With Gada, she was ready to help anybody. You can go to her for anything.
Known her since kindergarten. Was always one of the smartest girls in our class from elementary to high school, throughout college.
Gada's family says they can begin to move on now, despite only receiving what they feel is a measure of.
If anyone, deleted any member of my family, I would make the rest of my life. I would dedicate a good chunk of the rest of my life to making their life miserable.
Yeah.
Seriously. Well, maybe not my sister, because my sister and I don't get along. I'd have to stop and think about that. You know what I'm saying? So, no, David, this is just it was an accident. It was a car accident because this chick, she was driving 115 miles per hour like a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. We'll do this one more, and then we will. Here's another.
Yeah, that sucks. This is actually a pretty sad story.
But we begin tonight with a Taylor woman potentially.
Oops, sorry guys. Dang it. Look at this.
ICE agents in Baltimore announced the arrest of an illegal immigrant in Maryland, previously convicted of voluntary manslaughter, ordering her to remain in ICE custody and await deportation.
Convicted of voluntary manslaughter.
Oh my God.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Maxine Stryker. Fox 45's Vincent Hill digs into the arrest and has more.
Right now, it's not clear when she actually entered the country, but she was charged with the death of a man in Prince George's County, and now she awaits her deportation to El Salvador. Tucked away inside the George H. Fallon ICE Detention Center sits 33-year-old Norma Reyes, who's awaiting deportation to her home country of El Salvador, based on a final order of removal.
Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.
Well, this woman needs to be removed from the United States because she's an illegal alien.
Along with being in the country illegally, Reyes Carbajal is convicted of voluntary manslaughter and using a handgun in a violent crime. Spokesperson for the National Police Association, Betsy Smith.
But this woman, like 73% of current ICE detainees, has a pretty significant criminal history.
According to court records, Reyes Carbajal was originally charged with first and second degree murder in 2019. Whoa. Investigators say she was involved in a love triangle with the victim and lured him to a location where her husband then shot and killed him. Smith pointing to this case as another example of someone in the country illegally going on to offend.
This woman has never been legal in this country. And when she was here in 2000.
Look at this Karen cut, dude. Guys, hey, if anyone's unemployed, ICE is hiring a $50,000 sign-on bonus. So ICE, baby, man, straight up. If anyone needs
probably actually a pretty fun job in a way.
Yeah. If I lost my job tomorrow, guys, I'd be freaking suiting it up. You know what I'm saying? I'd be jumping on that ICE freaking ATV.
And you can dress like Dog the Bounty Hunter all the time too.
Straight up, dude. Yeah. And every time I turn my ICE car on, it'd be playing the freaking G.I. Joe theme song. Man, Sam, what's up, dude? He said that it's a B-dub female judge, and she'll get 10 years at most, and that the worst judge plan. Yeah, guys, you know what? I'm gonna do a live on B-dub judges and how they're the worst. Yeah, facts. I believe so. because we've covered quite a few of them. Thanks, man, for the $10. Appreciate that.
You are scaring the hoes.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
2019.
Spacious. What's up, dude?
She was still an illegal alien. She was involved in the murder of a 20-year-old.
In 2022, 20-year-old Kayla Hamilton was killed by then 17-year-old Walter Martinez. And in 2023.
Guys, here's the other one. Here we go.
Only on Fox 11, a 7-Eleven manager involved in a fight with another employee who later died. Now that manager's roommate is breaking her silence and questioning why no arrest has been made. We're looking at the woman who lost her life.
Gina Silva, live in Boyle Heights with that exclusive interview. Gina.
Alex, Christine, it's a very difficult position to be in. When this woman learned that a 24-year-old had lost her life, allegedly, at the hands of her roommate, she was in disbelief, and then came the anger, the fear, and deep uncertainty.
It didn't feel real. I mean, it just like...
Butterfly tattoo.
Know what to do.
Yeah, the butterfly tattoo right on her arm. I don't trust anything she says.
We all know what that means.
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
I felt like I couldn't breathe. I mean, I was scared, but then I was also like in shock myself.
Kira Meyer-Bachtel is
make this all about me.
Speaking out for the first time.
Shock myself.
Kira Meyer-Bachtel is speaking out for the first time about her roommate, the former 7-Eleven assistant manager allegedly involved in a fight with coworker Jessica McLaughlin. Jessica later died in the hospital. We are not naming the manager because she has not been arrested or charged so far.
It made me terrified.
Kira remembers the manager's demeanor the night of the altercation.
She looked very
puzzled. I knew it. It was a chick. It was a chick, guys. So here they are at 7-Eleven, right? And they got an argument, and then I'm gonna kill your bitch ass, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And can you imagine their snowboard just sitting there? Can I please get a freaking hot dog from over there?
I want a slushie. Yeah.
All I wanted was a slushie. What are you doing?
And in shock, and she just looks really, I don't know, just shocked.
The incident occurred on June 24th at a 7-Eleven on the 5700 block of Melrose Avenue in Los Angeles. According to her family, 24-year-old Jessica was brutally beaten by her manager inside the store. She was later declared brain dead and removed from life support. Kira expected an arrest would soon follow, but more than a month later, it still hasn't happened.
I couldn't feel normal in the normal, knowing how grave the situation was. It just felt like the Twilight Zone. It just felt like why doesn't anybody care?
Kira decided she could no longer live with her roommate.
It's been very scary. I have contacted city services.
She posted a video on TikTok, which quickly...
So her roommate's the one that deleted the other chick.
Wow.
Am I wrong?
Went viral.
No, I think so.
Guys,
I think you're right.
Welcome to being a man. Why is this woman not being held accountable? Well, this woman's asking the same thing that us men always ask.
Voicing her fear, frustration, and asking why no warrant has been issued for an arrest.
When I communicated to the police, even just yesterday, they said that there's a homicide detective involved.
Oh, shush. All right.
ICE agents in Baltimore announced...
Quick story.
Who knows? She probably helped delete her. You never know. You can't trust any of these broads, too.
Yep. Okay, here we go.
Clark County judge who oversaw criminal cases involving the safety of you and your family is now defending herself over multiple ethics and disciplinary charges.
You guys remember this chick? You just remember her?
Who's now investigator Kyle Payne.
Hey guys, what do they say about a person who defends themselves in court?
It's the worst attorney they've ever hired.
They have a fool for a client. The person who defends himself in court has a fool for a client. Joshua, what's up, dude? Matthew, how's it going? Good to see you.
The only TV reporter there for today's long-awaited testimony.
In the 4 or so years since Erica Ballou was elected Clark County District Court Judge, we've heard a lot about her. And the State Commission on Judicial Ethics has had a lot to say about her.
Damn.
Today, we heard from Judge Ballou.
Are you guys surprised? Guys, put an S or an NS. S for surprise or NS for not surprise.
Herself.
This wasn't something that I did, so I don't necessarily remember it. And
Judge Erica Ballou wearing a mask and testifying in front of a panel of the Commission on Judicial Discipline, defending herself against claims that she disobeyed multiple state Supreme Court orders.
So proceedings consistent with this order could mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
Where's the race car, dude? Come on, man.
Yeah. I want to point out something that she's doing that's actually kind of smart. She probably has learned this from experience. Wearing the mask helps because they can't see your facial language as much if you're lying, small tics and stuff like that. Or read your lips. It's actually probably kind of a good idea.
That's why I don't know.
Actually, in a subtle way, I never thought about it.
I don't know why they allow sunglasses and hats and stuff in poker games. That was always odd to me that you could wear sunglasses when you're playing poker. It must not matter because people still lose. But you would think that for it to be fair, like super fair, you could wear hats, glasses, any of that. That's
but Snowboard, you're absolutely right. But more importantly, what actually carries real legal weight is the mask is going to interfere with the transcription service of any hearing.
Yes.
Because ultimately, the having when anything ever gets challenged or appealed, everything always boils down to what is transcribed. And nowadays, pretty much all courts, they don't have the people with that little tiny, typewriter.
Yeah.
Everything is just recorded. So now if she's wearing that mask, a lot of the words, the AI software that these transcribing services use, they can't make out what the words are. So it just shows up as inaudible.
Yeah, which creates a discrepancy, which is what this person will. That's just what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying to get you off of anything, but it's actually a pretty smart thing that I didn't think of till now.
Yeah,
well, trying to defend yourself.
Yeah, pretty smart for 304, right?
So I don't agree with that statement.
Who will decide if she violated judicial ethics 6 counts worth for, according to them, bias on the bench, refusing to cooperate with the commission.
This is a case about honor, or more specifically, a failure of honor.
At issue for Ballou.
You think any women have honor or any concept of what honor or duty or respect is?
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Is the criminal case of a woman named
I'm so sorry.
Maya Chrisman, who went on.
Oh, Christ. What the heck is this clown? Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yo, that went left real fast. Sorry about the jump scare, guys. Yikes, man. Yikes. Look at that.
Crime spree when she was 18 and was sentenced to at least 10 years in prison. Ballou let Chrisman out of prison, and the state Supreme Court ordered Ballou to reverse her decision and send Chrisman back to prison. When she didn't, the Commission on Judicial Discipline got involved.
There you go. There's that sisterhood. She's going to ruin her whole career over some knuckleheaded, overweight, single mom 304? Are you stupid?
She lived up to her name and blew it right as she got a second chance.
Guys, why would you go to school all these years to be a lawyer, practice law all this time, finally become a judge to try to just let the sister pick the sister?
Yeah.
I am woman, here we are, in numbers too big to ignore. Clown world, God of the sea, what's up, dude?
That person is clearly just going to be a bad seed.
Yeah.
Some people are just born that way. Like, you know what I mean?
Born cooked.
She just looks like she's destined to be eating box in prison. Just is.
Be on the freaking business end of
She'll probably do better in there
than
than
mop handle. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna show you where the wild goose goes. Today, with Crispin back in prison, Baloo had a chance to defend herself, saying some of her controversial decisions were to save Crispin's newborn, who she had while she was out of prison, from being sent into state custody.
I would hope that it brings respect to the judicial system, that the judicial system has compassion for humans.
Baloo's attorney argued that Baloo...
What a crock. Anyways, guys, here we go. Right? Look at this. So divorced people are revealing the shocking truth about whether they regret leaving their exes, okay? And I'll make this bigger so you guys can see. This chick says, I regret it every day. I pretty much had it all. A nice, kind man, a beautiful home with no mortgage, cars paid for, and a good amount of money. The love just died about 7 years into our 18-year marriage. He was a brilliant man. I later found out that he was on the spectrum. I just became invisible to him. He didn't want to travel, so I traveled alone. I thought that I'd be happier after divorce. Well, I would be happier had I stayed and just stuck it out. I'm positive of that now. Look at that, guys. Right? Look at that. Absolute dunderhead.
You stupid woman.
Guys, why?
she had the dream.
Why? People don't understand. A snowboard, Colin, here. You know what? Let's, guys, we'll do 5 more minutes for everyone in the chat, and then it will go on members only. So guys, make sure to hit the join button or the link to be a member. Thanks to all you guys that are sending super chats. I appreciate that, guys. Make sure you are subbed because I am trying to hit 17K here soon. Let's pump the brakes. Do you guys know any chicks like either like your sister, cousin, or whatever who left their perfectly good husband or relationship and now they're screwed?
I've banged a few chicks that did that, but but I don't know any like personally otherwise like that.
I know a couple girls. I know 2 girls in college. One of them got married right after college, and then left her husband for another guy. And then turns out that her ex ended up being really, really, really successful, marrying a younger, hotter chick. And then the guy that she was with, well, he's one of those. My disability check's coming any day now. As he hasn't worked in years, you know. Jordan says they're the most enrolled, highly educated, but still make dumb decisions. Stupid choices. Yeah, facts. B-dubs, man. Yep. And guys, they aren't the most highly educated. They are the most enrolled, right? Guys, Asian women are the most educated women there are, right? Thanks for the $5, man.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
JD says his sister did it twice. Damn, look at that.
Hey Jordan, check out a book called Relentless. It's like about Michael Jordan. You might really like it. It's really badass.
Wait, I did read your super chat, guys. I read every single super chat out loud. I don't know if you're saying that I missed yours. I didn't miss yours, man. Because I appreciate all the super chats. So here it is. It's right here. So he says that it was a B-dub female judge, and that she'll get 10 years at the most, and they are the worst judges on the planet. Yep. B-dubs, facts. Because we cover them a lot. So, okay, here we go. So, this chick says, I was Goldilocks. I got married too young at 17, tried for 5 years and got a mutual divorce. That bed was too soft. Her second husband ended up hitting me. So she left one husband, and her second husband said, You know what I'm saying? He said,
"Get over here."
You know what I mean? This relationship lasted 5 years.
And the third guy will be just right.
Look at that. What she's saying, right? And now this guy, there are guys. This guy is saying, not only do I wish I did it sooner, but I wish I would have never married her. You guys know how many guys out there like this?
Yeah. But they only admit it like after they really have gone through the ringer.
And then he says, then you married for 5 years, and now I got to give her half my ish. If we would have never got married, I'd have saved my fortune. This chick says, damn. She says, yes. Man, Sam, I didn't skip your super chat. I read it first. I put it up on the screen. I read it.
He read it. Yeah, he did.
And then I read it again. So I appreciate the super chat because I read every single super chat. Yeah, it's right here, dude. Let me see. It's right here. It's on the screen right now. I've read it twice. So I don't know, man. I don't know what else I can do. Thanks for the super chat. But I've read it twice. So I don't know what else you want. Here. I'll leave it on the screen for like three and a half minutes. How about that? Starting now. So, okay. I wish that we would have tried to get away from the influence of my toxic family. At the time, I believe he was a problem because my family never liked my husband. It regularly reminded me of everything he wasn't giving me.
From the get-go, it's not her fault.
Yeah.
Immediately, first sentence in.
So she said, I think we would have made it work. I think we would have had the support system to work through what you don't need a support system to work through. All you got to do is just not want a divorce. It's trying to work things out. You guys, here's the thing. Men most of the time want to work things out to a fault. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know guys who got cheated on. Guys who, you know, all types of guys always want to work stuff out, but you can't work stuff out if the other person doesn't want to work things out. David says, I don't want you to read my super chat. I've been watching your videos forever. You know, guys, I always read all this super chat. So thanks, man.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
Let's see. Okay, so it says, I don't think that I would have been so confident about being a single parent if I hadn't been near my family. What are you talking about? So wait, being near your family made you think that you would be better off as a single parent?
Well, yeah, so she can dump all the work off on them.
Yeah. I came to the realization that it's my family that's toxic, not the world around me. I feel bad as he recently passed away. We never did mend our relationship in any way, shape, or form. He died hating me and estranged from his children. Damn. Guys, see? Demons, man.
Wow.
They're demons.
Wow.
They are demons, dude.
Wow.
This guy did nothing wrong, and he passed away with this type of relationship with his ex-wife and his kids. Guys, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Appreciate that. The chat's going members only, guys, so make sure to hit the join button or hit the StreamYard link.
Probably half the reason he passed away is he didn't care anymore, so he's just eating junk, ripping cigs, and like just living like garbage probably too.
Yep.
Living with a lot of pain like that.
Yep. Okay, so this chick says, yes, I have regret. He was very special. I've never found anyone who loved me the way he did or with whom I felt as safe with. I'm lucky to have felt this way once in my life, but I'm not sure it would have stood the test of time had I stayed. What kind? Is that not the most female reasoning you've ever heard? What are you talking about? Look at that! It was awesome. I don't know if it would have worked long term, so I didn't stay. What are you talking about?
She didn't even try. She had like the dream and didn't even like appreciate it.
Look at that!
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Clown world. Is that girl math right there, guys? Because it has to be. It has to be girl math, right? That'd be like saying, "Well, I'm not gonna get my dream job because the building might blow up or something." You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. When I did have it, it was phenomenal. You can have an amazing romance and love, but now deep down, do you want different things and that you need more? I don't know what the right answer is. No situation is perfect. Sometimes we give up perfect love because love isn't enough to make marriage work. Please.
You know how many women and people would be so happy to have that first situation that she talked about? You know what I mean? Like, she didn't appreciate anything in it.
Yeah. Yep. I'm not sure that I had any other option. I know the divorce would not be good for me or my children, and my life has been very difficult ever since. But what else could I have done? He made a major life decision without me, and it hurt deeply with little regard for my feelings. I was unable to forgive him. I begged him to go back to counseling, but he refused. I bought marriage counseling books and devoured them in days. I begged him to read them. He would go to work. I would go look at the books on his nightstand, only to see the bookmark hadn't moved. It takes two to save a marriage, please. What a joke.
Wow.
Look at that. This guy says, my older family member regrets leaving her marriage because she never found anyone else and assumed she would. There you go, guys. There you go. Right, guys? Oftentimes, the chicks think the grass is going to be greener on the other side until they get over there and realize there's no grass at all. Morons. There's nothing but dog poop over there, right? She feels that way. Wait, she feels that way even though that it was the right thing to do and even though it was miserable. And he was verbally abusive, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
So she looks back on the good parts and feels regret sometimes. She's generally very happy otherwise. I'm saying this because feeling occasional regret at the outcome of your choices is pretty normal. Let's see. This has to be a chick. I regret the divorce being as messy as it is. I also regret that we weren't friends afterwards. Guys, never.
That's
ever.
a chick thing. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Never. Ever be friends with your exes. Ever. Ever. That's one of the worst mistakes that you can make, man. No, thanks. 1 second. Give me a second, guys. Gotta do this real fast. I gotta do
Well, further in the article, it says we had irreconcilable sexual issues. So that means that she probably was like each night was using like a jackhammer in her gash, and it just like never was the same as when the husband did it or something.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, that's true. Yeah, with irreconcilable sexual issues. So, guys, once again, no, she just married Poindexter. Guys, she's the alpha widow. We're in college. She was letting Nug. I mean, Chad. Football Chad, basketball Tyrone, shoot up the club, and then she hit about 30 and married friggin' goofball. And she's not turned on by him. She thought that the stability, the money, all of that would. So guys, all in all, she likes getting her back blown out by Chad.
Yeah, but also that's part of her own fault and self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
Because had she not have got her back blown out by 85 different dudes. It would have been more special with her husband and the guy that she's with.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have to compare it to the train that's already happened on there. You know, and it's hard for any guy to be better than every man in a woman's past. You know what I mean? Just the odds are not always in your favor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. This is the thing that's been proven now that it's not genetic, but all these 3 or 4s, they've got body counts in the triple digits. Every single one of those, Chads and Tyrones and the Nugs and the Pookies, they've all imprinted on her. And now any man that she ever meets has to be the absolute perfect combination of every good thing that everyone else ever did. And of course, no man can ever meet that, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That's true.
Yeah, they do like imprint on them. They're starting to find that out more.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, guys.
But what I'm saying, that's ultimately her fault.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's her. Right. That's her fault. That's her fault.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
She's not gonna understand. You try to explain that to her, it's like trying to explain like Einstein stuff. She will not understand that.
Yeah,
but that is her fault. That is her fault, and this is why body count matters. This ruined a family.
Yeah, that's why, if you tell a broad, I kind of have a problem with the fact that you've, done the dirty with, 474 guys. And of course, what's her response? How dare you? How dare you?
Yeah.
My past shouldn't matter. My past shouldn't matter.
How dare you?
You know what I mean? Come on, dude. Come on. And I also think it's funny. It's like she'll let Chad put it in the pooper, but then the guy that she marries, how can you suggest such a thing?
How dare you?
You know what I'm saying? Come on, guys. There are just ways that that you are not that dude. If you're not smashing on the first date, you are not that dude. If you have to take her places and buy her things, you are not that dude. That's just how it works.
Yeah. And something else I will say as far as the body count is concerned, women or the female creatures, they will absolutely hold the body count against you if you're the Chad or the Tyrone getting a new piece of skeet receptacle every week, right? But I will tell you one thing. In my early 20s, my old high school girlfriend, who actually she turned out she's kind of a unicorn. She learned her lesson the hard way, and she's kind of based now. But I will say though, in my early 20s, of course, after she dumped me, she tried to get back to me, and one of the things that she asked me was, when I'm on a drought spell and I gotta take care of business myself. I remember her, telling her that actually that I would think about her because she was she took my V card. She she was good. She was damn good. And she said that was the biggest turn on that any man had ever told her. I was like, wow, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you guys know the lie to tell these chicks now, right?
Yeah.
Especially young guy. 1 second, guys. I gotta do this one thing.
But here's the thing. Besides maybe Colin's point, if you did say that to a chick, it's not really going to mean that much to her anymore because she's been so ran through that like almost nothing is special.
Yeah,
they've desensitized themselves with toys too. Like I said, they'll put like a freaking
but guys,
a Sawzall in there.
Here's my ultimate thing about body count, right, guys? Okay. They say that you can never ever truly know, but you could. Okay, they say that you can never truly know, and that used to be a thing because if a chick's body count was 2, 3, 4, 5, guys, she could say it was like 1, and you wouldn't know, right? Like you never truly know. But I amend this to say, you know when it's a lot. Okay,
Yeah.
you can never truly know if it's like how low it is, but you can know when it's a lot. Okay, guys, I'm you can just tell how girls that have like 60, 70, 80, 900 bodies, you can just tell how they operate. There's no woman that has a 60, 70, 80 body count that's not an alcoholic, a junkie, bipolar, any of this other stuff. You can just tell. No, like, and here's the thing, guys.
Yeah, single mom,
because
nurse.
Girls used to be. There were girls who liked to bang, right? Girls who would bang and chat, right, in college. But back in the day, they would shut up about it, right? You would never know. I know girls personally where they were the 304s in college. They would bang 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dudes. But then they would move to a different city, a different state, or call in. How many of these girls from Olympia, from friggin' Bellingham, from friggin' up the peninsula moved to Seattle and reinvent themselves after being a small town 304, right?
Yeah.
They moved to Seattle, and now there's some upper crusty, I don't give it away for free when they were letting a freaking apple nug fucking skeet up in it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
or micro nug,
Yeah, right. So yeah, because this person here says, I've been divorced from my husband for 20 years, and it's only been in the recent months I've been able to revisit the events that led to our demise and process it without prejudice. Getting to the point of healing was a long time coming, but it was the most single traumatic loss of my life. Yes, I do regret it. I'm not going to dwell on it any longer. I've grieved for 20 years, never forgiving him, myself, or them for our respective parts of the tragedy. Please. Look at that. Look at that. This person says, sometimes I left because I was unhappy and just really wasn't in love with him. I got into another relationship that was really good when it was good and really low when it was low. Roller coaster. We just ended unblended after 5 years. It's been the biggest mess of my life. Also, my kids had to deal with major separation twice. No Mom of the Year award over here. I sometimes wonder if I should have just stuck with the dependable, boring AF spouse that I chose first.
Oh my God.
There you go, guys.
Put your kids first, you moron. Wow. And how about this?
Absolutely insane.
How about women? If you're in a marriage, how about you help make it not boring too? Half of that is you're boring.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The guy should, if it's kind of my opinion, if you've been in a marriage for like 15 years and you have kids and stuff, it kind of should be like, it's like, well, taking care of your kids and getting them involved in those activities, that was boring to you.
Yeah.
But also it's like, you got to, eventually it will plateau and get a little bit boring, but she should have some responsibility in that to make it not as boring. Say, hey, we're bringing a chick in the bedroom or something.
Yeah, absolutely. This is why, like, for those guys who, they get the perfect, 9 or 10, but, when it comes to the bedroom, she's just a starfish. You do it like, half a dozen or a dozen times, and it's like, okay, now we're just kind of like going through the motion. Like, there's participate, right? Just like,
yeah. I'm not saying that's all her fault, but part of it, she could have done more. She's not going to say that, but and how about you stop worrying about being boring? Like, I'm sure raising kids is not boring. It's probably mayhem.
Yeah.
So it's really her personality problem, but she didn't put any effort in to spice it up or do anything either.
Yeah.
Wear a wig, or I don't like dress in leather. I don't know, like something like that. anything.
Yeah, but guys, self-awareness. If accountability is kryptonite, and then self-awareness is what?
It's like water to fire for them.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Anyways. Okay.
But notice how she put herself ahead of her kids twice, and she's actually currently trying to do it a third time.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so guys, let's go to TikTok here. All right. Hold on. Let's look at this. Someone says, this guy says, when my wife asked for a divorce after nearly 25 years, I tried to convince her to work it out through therapy, counseling, or whatever. Then I realized that it wasn't our marriage I was fighting for. The idea that I wanted our marriage I wanted our marriage to be. I knew she wasn't willing to do the same. And now they had an amicable split. Now he's remarried. Look at that, guys. This guy says, let's see. All these chicks always chime in, man. Yikes. Because, like I said, they divorced more than anyone else. Look at this. I strongly considered divorcing my husband in the early years. There was certain hit us hard. We had very different approaches to handling it. Money, guys, right there. This guy said that he and his ex-wife divorced, had a perfect marriage but they're still friends. Screw that. This guy says, do I regret it? No, she hit me in the face. I just looked at her. She hit me again. I was gone after that. Look at that, guys. Someone says, was it foreplay? Let's see. Okay, no, guys, here you go.
Where is the accountability? Why is it always our fault? Yes, I chose the nice guy. No, what happened turned out to be a covert narcissist, completely destroyed my self-worth.
Please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Confidence. Then I decided to remove myself from the dating pool and heal and grow and evolve into who I am today, meaning now I'm celibate, not dating, and I'm happy with my life. But now I'm too picky because my standards and boundaries are really strong and really high, and I'm going to die with a bunch of cats because I'm too picky. I guess I'll take the cats or the bear or the shark, and I'll stay alone if these are my options.
Attention is their oxygen. Validation is their currency. And accountability is their motherfucking kryptonite, homie. I tell you guys this shit all the time.
I hope that
anyone who uses
that this won't get the stream tape. Here we go.
Leaving a good man. Now, that's hard. It's easy when they're an asshole to you or they really hurt you. It's actually easier to move on because you're upset, and sometimes that upset or that rage can give you power to move on. But what happens when you're with a good man but you feel unsatisfied and you want to leave but you're scared to leave because you're worried you're not going to find something better? I'm going to tell you how to tell it's actually time to leave. You should do it. You're making the right choice. So the first thing you want to ask yourself is, why do I think they're good, right? Like, whose definition of a good am I using? So a lot of times women will say, well, I should stay with him. He's nice. And other people say he's a good husband. And what you're using as your definition of a good man or a good husband is really what other people are telling you. And other people are like, well, this
because they notice he's a good man.
He's a good man, but it's not good in the way you need. So you got to figure out what your definition of a good man is, because relationships are not one size fits all. And just because somebody is happy with a certain kind of person and they'd be fine with it doesn't mean you have to be fine with it. So look at this good man, and you can love all the good qualities. That's fine. But ask yourself, what am I missing that I fundamentally need? What am I not feeling that I really need to feel? And get really honest with yourself and look at what's missing. And then ask yourself, from what I know of this person, if I were to communicate my requests to them, if I were to work with them on this, can they really do this? Can they really provide this? Or is what I'm asking, is what I'm so different from who they inherently are that even if they tried and tried, they wouldn't be my definition of a good man? And by the way, how you can tell it's a real need and not just something coming from your ego is, think about, if I never had these experiences that I want, these feelings that I want in my life, in a relationship, would I really feel that I truly actually missed out? It's easy to look at other people's relationships.
She wants a
you see
bad
their photos
man.
on Instagram and you're like, I want that. I want that. I'm not talking about that stuff. I'm talking about really fundamental things that you need, like feeling loved, feeling valued, feeling seen, feeling adventurous, like whatever it is that's really important to you. If you were with this person for the rest of your life and you got to the end of your life and you never had those things that you're realizing are, these are what I really need, would it feel like you'd missed out tremendously? Would it feel like you'd missed the mark on your life? If that's the case, then even if this is a good man, it's probably not the right man for you. And a second question to ask yourself to figure out if you should leave a good man is, what is my capacity to receive love right now? Am I fully open to receive love? Am I in a space where I feel really good with myself and really worthy of love? Do I feel that love should be happy and healthy and safe most of the time? Because sometimes people push away a good man because they really do have relationship blocks or intimacy blocks, or they're avoidant and they can't receive good love because it feels so different to the negative ways they feel about themselves or the negative things they learned love was as a child. But if you're a person who's like, no, like I'm good with myself, really, truly, I've already done some healing, I feel like I have a big capacity to receive love, I'm just not getting everything I want here. That's different than, okay, this person's giving me love and I'm rejecting it because I have unhealed wounds with it. And this is a question you should ask, but people almost never ask it when they're considering leaving somebody. And it's, am I the best match for this person? Am I truly the best match for this person? Am I truly every single thing they want and need? They might be telling you that, like, oh, you're the perfect person. But I really want you to look at, are they getting every single thing they want and need with me truly? Or are they missing out on things that
Guys, how long do you think she's been talking? Guys, seriously. How long do you think she's been talking? Seriously.
Way too long. Way
Four
too
and a
long.
half minutes.
Guys, yeah, 3 minutes, guys, and she's just been yeah. Come on, man. Guys, obviously, if a guy's doing all that stuff, if he's actually doing it, then he's not a good guy, is he? You know what I'm saying? You just remember this.
Married for 10 years.
But
I got
people
married.
also know what a good man is. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, people can figure that out, what a good man is. They just
Yeah.
don't want the good man. They want nug to smash to mess their life up. Then they want to go back to the good man.
Yeah. Yep.
Young. I was 21, barely, like 3 days, 21. Already had a baby. He was 8 weeks old at our wedding. And I remember.
Secret, man. Thanks for the membership. Appreciate that, my friend. Thanks for support. Guys, here, hold on. Give me a second. I have to put Bianca on. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me a minute here. Here we go. 1 second.
Engine 1 is advising that they're going to make contact to request that you continue rolling your COVID. And I just got burned $250. And so I'm very, very upset. I didn't want to drive while I'm upset, so I pulled off onto the road. And I just started sitting here because I didn't want to drive while I was upset. I didn't want to drive while I was upset because I didn't want to drive stupid or nothing. I just wanted to say it. I just wanted to cry. And that fool just fucking ran off. Oh, man. Dude, I'm mad. Oh, man. It's okay. Bianca. It's okay.
Yeah, we got this.
There's 4 of you and there's 1 of me. So.
Hey, you know, snowboard.
Yeah.
You know, this Bianca chick, you know, the way just like a minute ago, the way she was like pulling her hair and the way she was like pulling up her shirt. This is the broad who hasn't gotten her regular vitamin C injection for more than a couple days.
Yeah, for sure. It's a vitamin C and D deficiency.
Yeah.
That's what we're at. What's going on with that?
What?
People are telling us you're knocking on windows. That's what we came out.
Well, it's because.
Hey, talk to me right. I'm talking to you right.
All right, let me tell you something.
Pulling that hair again.
My homie Snakes was right down the way. I wasn't knocking on no windows, first of all. Let me tell you something. So boom, I was backed into a parking spot over here, right here in this lot. Nothing.
All right.
And then I hopped out, and my homie Snakes was like, all right, I'll be back this time. I'm like, all right, word.
Who's clearly a drug dealer.
I see this 12-year-old little boy. He's like, hey, you're fine as fuck. Can I get your number? I was like, well, you're like 12. I was like, you're cute as fuck, but and you know what? Mad respect for having, my buddy come died. So having
I got
the confidence you do, but on some real shit, like.
Where's Snakes at? He just left you there.
He just left me.
Control 1337,
a lot of money. What am I gonna do? I don't know. That's why I was mad. Okay. I have a.
Hey guys. Fortunately, guys, I have to cut stream short, so we'll just do like an hour today, guys. So I gotta stop the stream, but guys, I'll be live tomorrow. Something popped up, guys, so I had to
It's all good, man. It's all good, dude. No worries, dude.
Yeah, guys. Once again, guys, you see this all the time, right? Guys will do everything in their power, do everything right, and get kicked in the balls. And this is where the trad cons and all. Well, you know, man of God will just do the same thing all over again. The man of God would take on some bastard kids and blah, 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 blah. Right? Come on, man. You know what I mean? Guys, don't do it. Guys, the only people that are going to look out for us is us. Period. The only people who will have your back is other guys. We're the only ones who understand what we go through and the only ones who give a damn. You know, guys, we should accept the fact that until we regularly practice minding our own business, guys, society's never going to give a damn. Ever.
Yep.
So, all right, guys.
All right, take care of yourself.
Bye, guys.
Snowboard, good to see you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.